up, everybody? Thank you for coming back. It's After Dark. It's me, Rich. How you doing? We just here. We just came off the bye week. Raiders are undefeated in the bye week. You know what I'm saying? It's always good for that, right? Uh, we're gonna dig into this week's opponent. We're gonna talk about it. We also gonna talk about current state of the Raiders, head coaching, stuff like that. So just sit back, relax, and let's do this. Let's go. What's happening, everybody? This is your boy Raider Rich. All right, this week it's Vikings week. No, I've sat back. I've talked to the Raider fans, and we're all thinking about what's going to go down and what's going to happen with this team. I'm very optimistic the Raiders can get the win. I think they can inch them out. I'm not. A lot of people really, really worried about the defense, and I'm not. I think this defense is it's okay. It's a blitz happy defense. They're definitely going to spend more blitzers than blockers. But on the same token, when you spend more blitzers than blockers, what happens? You have voids. You got one guy trying to cover two different positions and stuff like that. The spacing in the field is a lot bigger. So I'm interested to see, can Aiden O'Connell actually begin to start replacing blitzers. He's a rookie quarterback, and our head coach, AP, has sat back and told him to his face that, hey, man, I would blitz you all day long. I would make you hurry throws. I would I would throw the kitchen sink at you left and right. I would continue to do that, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to send the house at him. They're going to continue to send the house at him. And it's going to be incumbent on Aiden O'Connell to win this game because they're going to light him up. They're going to blitz him from secondary. They're going to blitz from the linebacker. The middle of the field. They're going to blitz him up front. They're going to show blitz. They're going to show blitz and bail out of the blitz. They're going to do a lot of things. And it's this game to get the victory is going to be very incumbent on Aiden O'Connell being able to flip his hip and launch that ball. I like Aiden O'Connell. I think Aiden O'Connell is a good quarterback. I don't think he's a great quarterback. I do think that there's a lot of things he needs to work on, and he's left a little bit of meat on the bone. He's left a little bit of times where he's missed some wide open receivers. He's not connected, with some players. And let's face it. This offense really needs Trey Tucker. Like Devontae Adams is he can get deep, but he's not a speedster. Yeah, he's fast in his own right, and he can run routes that you just can't defend, and you cannot stop him. And or deny him. But at times, dude, this team needs that speed element that you know, that Tyreek Hill effect, that Steph Curry effect, the spacing on the floor, they need that. They also need Michael Mayer to be a lot more effective. Raiders defense, I think they rank pretty well against our receivers, but their Achilles heels are what? The tight end position. Tight end position is a big Achilles heel for this team because well, let's face it, dude, you've been getting lit up by tight ends for years now. You know, Josh Dobbs. Josh Dobbs is a mobile quarterback, and that's another thing that the team has struggled against. Mobile quarterbacks, i.e., the Chicago. There is no reason in hell, other than the Josh Daniels effect, that we should have lost that game against Chicago. Okay, Chicago is not a good team, but yet we had a mobile quarterback, Badger, whoever he is. We let this dude run wild on us, and it became something that it shouldn't have been. And this team, did not uh, play well against mobile quarterback, and Josh Dobbs is a mobile quarterback. So I'm interested to see what they do, uh, how AP gets his team ready for this. I definitely am team AP right now. Um, there's something that I really like about him, and if you've been a Raider fan as long as I've been a Raider fan, you would also understand that there's been a lot of times, dude, where this team just came out, dude, and like good for a drive, maybe two, and then the team just implodes, and it just self destructs all over. I mean, some of y'all have been around for a while. Y'all remember the Justin Fargas days. Y'all remember the Rick Myers times. I mean, y'all remember this stuff. This team has been through a lot of stuff, and we finally have a head coach that has his team out here fighting. Now, I will say this. A lot of people will say, well, yeah, they fought spirited, but they still lost. But I kind of rather have a little bit of that than, a team that doesn't want to do anything. It just comes out, lays an egg. We seen the Chicago game. The Chicago game was pathetic. There's no reason in hell that the Chicago Bears should have been in this. That shouldn't even been a close game. That should have been a blowout, right? But then we see when AP takes his team to the East Coast. I mean, we play the number one offense in the NFL. We hold them to what, 20 points. I mean, they're out there doing their damn thing. They're out there fighting, clawing. I mean, let's face it, dude. AP had opportunities to actually win that game by kicking field goals, and you see in the very next game he didn't want to kick. He was kicking field goals instead of going for it. It means just right now he's learning how to win and operate. On the as a head coach. And as a head coach, what's happening, Nubian? It's good to see you, man. Uh, hell, tell Q, man. Hey, I'm gonna be rolling through there, through your part of town. Soon, dude. I'm gonna need me a pizza, bro. Them pizzas be looking fire, man. You know, but we seen when Antonio Pierce's team came out there to the East Coast, put it down. They fought, they clawed, and they damn near won the game. And they should have won the game. You mean? And I understand the fact of the matter is that they didn't win the game. And that's cool. I mean, well, it's actually not cool. I I currently am not in the full tank uh, position. You mean I don't want this team fully tank. I don't want them just I understand right now that this team, if they just tank and they don't win any more games, they get a better draft pick. I mean, I get that, and this team sorely needs a quarterback, and that's going to help them get a quarterback. But at the same time, it's like, bro, that just irks my Raider nerves. You know what I mean, like, bro, like this team, dude, the whole moniker is just win, baby. You know what I mean, like I don't know. I talk to a lot of other content creators and stuff, and and people are on different thoughts and processes and stuff like that. And it's like, dude, I'm not ready to concede shit, dude. I ain't trying to give up nothing. I just fuck that, dude. I just want to win. Hey, I wasn't even playing. Hey, Q. I'm gonna be up there in about a week, bro. I'm gonna need that pizza, bro. That shit look hella good, doggy. I'm saying about a week, I'm gonna hit you up, sir. I'll probably need to give you a heads up, a day ahead or something, bro. But man, bro, the pizzas look way too good. What's up, Q? Thank you, family, for showing up, man. I appreciate you all the time, bro. I'll bring the flour, bro. Don't even trip, homie. I got you. I got you, dude. You know how we roll, shit. That's right. But yeah. Shout out to the IE Zone, uh, Jaden Daniels for winning the Heisman Trophy. Uh, the IE got another Heisman Trophy winner. Sure looks like you need a quarterback come to the Inland Empire. Uh, Come to the Inland Empire where you can get a quarterback. You know how it goes. You don't. I mean, you get them nice uh, uh, quarterbacks. Even if they don't win the Heisman Trophy, i.e., what's old boy's name? Out of Houston, C.J. Stroud. Yeah, from the IE. Yeah, they're probably gonna win offensive rookie of the year or rookie of the year. That's right, bro. Oh my god. Hold on. Get my eyes right. This cat's about to make more money on this contract than the Oakland A's have paid all their players in the last 10 years. Think about that. Think about that. The Dodgers, they print money. They do how they want to. You mean like this is a good day for the Dodgers. I'm happy for my Dodgers. The same shit. Woo! Happy, happy, happy. But you know, yeah, $700 million, right, bro? It's about to go to dude, and he's in the National League. You know what I'm saying? But back to Jaden Daniels. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, Him winning the high. Okay. A lot of us here, we were talking about Jaden Daniels a lot because we seen his potential, we seen his height, weight, speed. He's a little thin for my liking, but you see he's 6'4", previous good quarterback was 6'2". He's 6'4". He's taller. He's got a big arm. He's mobile, and he consistently looks downfield to throw the ball. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can run with the ball. He can get things done. You mean, but like he's not just he's not Lamar Jackson. He's not um you can't pencil him in as just a running quarterback, and unfortunately for us who's been sitting here thinking about, Jaden Daniels to the Raiders, there's ties with AP, there's ties, there's a lot of ties, and don't trip because there's other teams think they got ties to him, because where he played at this year, and they're probably going to go hard after him, and to be honest, they might kind of be a little bit that much more set up for him, but we'll see. Right, right, but okay, but not only that, but because he's mobile and can move his feet, he can also flip his hips, and you know, be lined up to throw one side down the field, flip his hips, throw, on the other side of the field. Those are things that when you have a mobile quarterback, because they're dynamic, they can do a lot more. They can make things happen when things shouldn't happen. I mean, let's face it. The last dynamic quarterback we had, God bless him, was Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon was a great and dynamic quarterback. He was a great dynamic quarterback, and he was also able to step up in the pocket. He is also, I mean, we all watch games where he was the best running threat for the Raiders. Where that, when if the defense covered everybody, he would rush for 15 yards, pick up the first down. These are fundamental things that must be done in the NFL. And it's like people forget about these things. And like, dude, the age of the stationary quarterback who does nothing more than, throw the ball, dude, that's over. And it's been over for a long time. Think about this. The last great Raider quarterback over 20 years ago. Hold on. The last Hall of Fame Raiders quarterback over 30 years ago was mobile, can throw, change different. Oh my God, change the way he can throw. And I'm talking about Kenny Stabler. Dude, and to some effect, Jim Plunkett was still mobile. He would step up. He would move in the pocket. He would take off if you left him too much room. I mean, these are things that are fundamentally Raider quarterbackish. And these are things I think this team needs to move back to, because it's not. Right? But you know, uh, these are things fundamentally that this team has thrived on, and will continue to thrive on once they get back to. This team needs a quarterback who can go in and create offense. That's what made Kenny Stabler a Hall of Famer. That's what made Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon was MVP of the NFL. Why? Because he can make things happen. He can create offense when there was no offense there on the field. And today's NFL is predicated on that. Today's NFL, if you don't have that, you don't have anything. I'm sorry, dude. Like, some people are living in the Stone Age and just don't want anything to change. And it's that's not healthy, dude. Change is healthy. Change is great. You know, thank God for change. Uh, fools. But like, dude, I'm just interested to see if the Raiders actually pull the trigger, and I'm looking forward to that, dude, because if you listen to a lot of different things, oh, the Raiders need to go after a defensive tackle first, and they need a corner first, dude. They need a quarterback, dude. They need a quarterback so bad. The problem is 2007 is the last time they drafted a quarterback in the first round. Other than that, it was Todd Baranovich, dude. That's the truth. That's what the Raiders have invested in quarterback, the quarterback position. I think they put a third round pick into Terrell Pryor, and they put a second round pick in for Derek Carr. You know, that's it. This team is not invested in the most important position on the field. Yeah, so this team needs to continue to invest in the most important position on the field. In all sports, the quarterback position is the most important position in all of sports. If we like it or not, dude. You may be a baseball fan, you may be a soccer fan. I'm sorry, dude. The ball always goes to the quarterback. 99% it goes to the quarterback, and the quarterback's decisions and the quarterback's abilities and what he can do on the field is what really matters. And if the quarterback, can't create, dude, it's all bad. But shout out to Jaden Daniels. um, okay, I'm gonna get this off because I don't want to like Derek Carr all day, and like trust me, dude, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. But we're gonna try to take the high road just a little bit, right? So I know a lot of you guys are on social media. Go check out Saints Twitter, or Saints X or Saints Instagram. Go check them out. Go check it out. It's not good. But it took these people 6 months. Would it took us what 9 years to figure out? Like, fuck, dude, really? Like, wow, like took us 9 whole fucking years to figure out that Derek Carr wasn't shit, bro. These Saints fans just want, bro. They booing him when he comes on the field. You know what I mean? He's over, you got Wi-Fi Willie searching just to try to vindicate him. You know what I mean? This is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, all right. I know X's today we doing that familiar. You know what I mean? Wow, really? You was not left hanging. Wow, really? Yeah, but hold on real quick. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so if you watch Saints, fuck it, watch the Saints game. You mean just go watch the Saints game. You'll see that fan base is not happy. I sat there with Saints fans talking about, oh, they about to win the Super Bowl. I sat there with some Jets fans talking about, oh, if we get Derek Carr, we gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm like, bro, you ain't winning shit. Are you? You come on, just trying to figure out how you're gonna get out of the salary cap. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that it is not gonna be good for you, bro. And well, that's what happened. They thought well, we're moving on for like Andy Dalton. I was like, I kind of rather have Andy Dalton. And if you start looking at, the numbers, Andy Dalton's better than Derek Carr. I'm just saying, bro. It is what it is, But I'm gonna say this: I wish Derek Carr the best of luck. Once a Raider, always a Raider. I hope you don't come back until you sign your fucking 10-minute contract. Don't you ever come back until you're retired on me. You know what I mean? Please. I'll start a GoFundMe for that. The don't come back. Shit. Hell yeah. The don't come back Derek Carr. Hell yeah. I'm gonna do that one. However, yeah, so we got that over with. I'm happy about that. I don't know if anybody shows up and we're gonna have to revisit this, but it is what it is. All right, so moving on. I've been noticing that I've been noticing that there's a large outcry in the fan base for to trade players and stuff like that. I don't know what exactly we might be able to get for certain players. What player you're not going to be able to trade, and that's Josh Jacobs. And honestly, unless you bring in the right head coach and they come at him properly, dude, you might not keep him at all. He might just walk. That's unfortunate. I would love for him to be here. I would love for him to stay here. That's Josh Jacobs. I think if you do, I think we'll know if AP is staying is if Champ Kelly is hired. Now, by NFL rules, they have to interview minority candidates outside of our facility. They're gonna have to do that at GM, at head coach. They have to. There's no way in hell per NFL rules that you can just rip the interim, tag off them, and they're it, and that's it. The Raiders have to interview other candidates, and from what I've heard and everything else, thank you, LeVar Arrington. LeVar Arrington is saying that AP is already he's gonna make some coaching changes. He's gonna bring in other guys. He's got a squad of people that he's trying to bring in, and kind of happy for that. There's a certain offensive coordinator in Washington I would love to have over here, who I think should be a head coach in this game. But we'll see how this works out. All right, we got somebody backstage. Probably seen me turn red a couple times. Senor Robinson, what's happening?
What's happening?
Man,
Got a
I'm over
real
here.
personal little show today, huh?
Yeah. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
But I was just talking right now about we'll start seeing what's gonna happen with this team if we'll first start knowing if AP is gonna be the head coach, because I'm pretty sure if they hire Champ Kelly, he's gonna keep AP because of his relationship with the players. And he's all, and also former NFL players are also coming around talking, saying AP's already putting his feelers out. He's already got a number of of coaches he wants to bring along, personnel and stuff like that. Like, he wants to make changes amongst the coaching staff. So this could be a good thing, especially because when he interviews for the job, he's gotta have a plan. He's got to lay out a plan. You know, and I think if him and Champ Kelly can lay out a plan together, that's gonna help them both land both the jobs.
I agree. But before any of that, they got to win, and they got to be able to beat some division opponents. That it personally, if they were able to get this back to back and win against the Vikings tomorrow, and then then beat the Chargers on Thursday, that would all but cement the job for him.
Right,
Pierce has done a lot of great things for this team, and honestly, I don't get that people are so ready to cast him to the side when you look at this team, you can't they're doing things that they haven't done in decades. The
right,
wins obviously got to get there, and people are in a rush to get to the end all to be all, and I get it that the NFL is a what have you done for me lately, not for long league. But the culture has changed. The players are given 110% on every play. Is it perfect? No, but it's a hell of a
no,
lot better than anything that you've seen in a Raider uniform in quite some time, except for 2021 when this happened the last time.
right. But at the same time, Rich Bisaccia is there learning how to be a head coach, making mistakes, not managing the game correctly. Like one thing I have to say is this: I don't care who you bring in as a rookie head coach. They're gonna have to learn how to be a head coach. They're gonna have to learn how to manage a game. And we already started with AP. Is he perfect
And
right now? Is he going through growing pains? Yes. Uh, I kind of want to continue this. I want to see where this goes.
and not only that, but you really got to take into consideration in the context of when he started his season. There's been no off season. There's been no training camp. Been no preseason to work the kinks out. So this man took over literally in week 9, smack
Yes,
dab
sir.
in the middle of the season. And
Right.
his first 4 weeks on the job were weeks 10, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Right. Against the reigning Super Bowl champs, against the number one offense in the NFL, and against one of the
One of the
best
top,
defense in the NFL, and
the Giants.
Giants. Right? He whooped the shit out of the Giants. You know, made it happen against the Jets. Fell
Should have beat the
short
Dolphins.
against the Dolphins, and
First set of rookie challenges is that he learning how to coach momentum. It's one thing when you're a fan. It's another thing when you're a coach. And the balancing between conservative and aggressive is often very minuscule. But
right,
but on one hand he opted to be uber aggressive and not kick the field goals, cost him the Miami game.
yes,
And then in the Chiefs game when he chose to go conservative, he let the champs up off the mat when he
yep,
had their foots on their neck, and they proceeded to promptly lose.
yes. But he has to find. He's gonna have to find that balance. You mean
Yeah.
he's gonna have to find that balance. And to be honest, there's probably only two possible offensive coaching prospects. I'm gonna say three now. I'm gonna say three. Up, and I am pretty sure you're gonna throw like one extra head in there. I'm gonna say Ben Johnson, which I don't see him come to the Raiders. I don't. I don't see him coming to the Raiders. And Frank Smith and Eric Bieniemy. But at the same time, I think Bieniemy will come over as offensive coordinator because he about to need a job. But I'm pretty sure you got one more person for me. Who you got?
You
bro.
Hugh needs a job too.
Hugh Jackson. You a Hugh
Hugh.
Jackson, dog? Really?
Hugh. We're turning back the hands of time. Not only that, he meets the requirement for the off season.
Go black team.
The Las Vegas All Blacks, I'm trying to tell you.
Right? Right?
I'm trying to tell
That
you.
that would actually be historic, right?
Or, 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 peep this. You could have him work. I don't think that would work with him and Eric B. Eric B. I think that's a one or the other kind of situation. I was gonna say he could be the QB coach or something, but I was like, nah, I don't see that working.
Bro, they would be fighting.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
be
that
fighting, dog.
said we know
But it
Mister
might
we
be a
miss
good thing, though, right? It
nah.
really might be a good thing,
Well, technically, Eric B would be able to pull rank and ask Hugh how many Super Bowls he won, and that would end that conversation.
right?
So there really ain't no need.
Hey, but you can say how many times have you swept the division?
Or how many times you've been a head coach.
Right?
Oh, it'd be like how many times you've been fired with no chips. Oh, and
Right?
now we're out here trading the dozens instead of coaching football.
Right?
And you know Hugh was petty enough to do that. We saw Hard Knocks.
Petty. Man, dude. Wow. What a day.
Just like that.
What a day. But nah,
Just
man.
like that.
Wow. I'm I'm interested to see if this team. I oh my god. I think if they can win two more games, AP is gonna handle this. He's gonna be the head coach, and I don't necessarily think it has to be one of the. Maybe yeah, maybe you got to beat the Chargers. You got to beat them once, right? You got to beat the Chargers once and pull out another game. I think the Raiders still sweep the Broncos. The Broncos have been playing spirited. They've been playing well. Uh, yeah, I think we still sweep. Still sweep. I mean that's a great defense, and they're very good, but they're also small. Josh Jacobs starts running downhill on him. It's all bad.
There's one game now that I think about it. There's one game that Pierce can win if he doesn't win any other game, which probably would be in the team's best interest, except for their Super Bowl. So that if he beats
Beats
Kansas
the
City
Chiefs.
in
If he
Arrowhead,
beats the Chiefs, yes. If he beats the Chiefs, stamp
in
that shit.
Arrowhead,
Yes. Yes. Stamp that shit. Stamp it all.
because they're gonna need to move up. Now I've got the third pick in the draft as the spot that they can get to. That's but I don't know if that's gonna be early enough. Uh, Said Jaden Daniels looked at my plans and said, "Fuck my plans." Said
Right?
he won the
Right?
Heisman, so uh,
Shout out to the
I
Dino for the Google.
I I gotta say that I gotta say Caleb looking kind of shaky
Bruh.
because
Okay.
don't let Penix win. He might because this could be a Vince Young Reggie Bush situation. Said Daniels can win the Heisman while Penix wins the Natty because Washington can beat Texas.
Yeah. But won't they have to okay, well, hold on. So who's playing who in the college football playoffs? Because I haven't
Michigan
been paying
has Bama and
wow.
Washington got Texas.
Wow. Has Arch started playing for
Nope.
Texas yet?
He's got some PT, but he's not the starter. Actually, I was seeing that Arch was potentially looking at transferring, which I was like,
What,
yeah,
sir? Are you
because
serious?
they got that other kid too.
I don't know. Okay, so Arch is what Koopa's kid, right?
Yep.
And Cooper was what, the most athletic out of all of them, right? Because didn't he play wide receiver, right? Damn, we just lost all sound. Well, Cooper Manning was a receiver, and Peyton and Eli were quarterbacks. Cooper, I think in high school, like broke his neck or something, but he was athletic as fuck. So, and Art is his son, and he was the number one prospect at quarterback, and he committed to Big Texas. Obviously, that he gone, he gone. But yeah, so that's big. That's big if Arch Manning fucking leaves Texas. Wow, wow. Saludos, Rafa. ¿Qué onda? What's happening?
Oh, nothing much.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
I went looking up what the rundown was on Arch, and so yeah, no, he said he may not transfer, even though he's not going to start next year. If Ewers comes back, Malik Murphy, the other quarterback, says he's transferring out, but Manning said he really wanted to play for Sark and doesn't have a problem sitting another year waiting for his opportunity.
Wow, wow, wow. So I mean,
Which
uh,
is refreshing
the
in this
Texas
day and age.
alumni has paid him to sit. That's what that means. That's what that means, dude. I love Coach Sark, right? I love Coach Sark. Yeah, I don't see that, bro. I really don't. You know what I mean? I really don't see that, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I
What
love
don't
Coach
you see about that?
Sark. Bro, there's so many other programs that would take him, good programs, right? If you don't think Bama would take him right now, you're fucking tripping. If you don't think Ohio State would take him right now, if you don't think Michigan would take him right now, uh, man, Oregon would take him right now.
Actually, Oregon will not take him right now. They just took a quarterback,
Ooh,
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel. All right, well, I need to check out Dylan Gabriel. However, they would at least let them battle it out. I'm just saying, there's a lot of Power Five teams. I mean, Penn State would take him right now.
So let's say battle. Now it's funny that you say battle it out because where the school he's currently at that offered him a scholarship isn't letting him battle him out, or he's so far behind in the battle that he ain't getting no PT.
Mm,
Just cause his name is Manning and you saw and he tore up the Christian Academy
article,
wherever it was that he was at,
right,
doesn't mean that he's ready to come on and be a national prodigy.
right.
And if he's gotta pay his dues, he's gotta pay his dues. I mean, that's the way that it used to be, and
I
it could
respect it.
probably
I
be,
respect
yeah.
it. I respect it. I respect it, but I don't think it's Sarkeesian is the only reason why he's there, and he's gonna wait. Dude. I'm sorry, I like Coach Sark. Okay, I like Coach Sark. Yeah, it's not Coach Sark, bro. I'm sorry, dude. I love Coach Sark, but it's not him. It's not.
Uh,
It's an
it-
NIL deal. It is what it is.
it's that
That's
oil
all.
money, huh?
It's an NIL deal, bro. Why you faking the funk, bro? We know what it is, dude. It's an NIL deal. He getting paid. He gonna sit
That's
right,
not
cause he,
even the NIL deal. That's the off the books under the table manila
right,
envelope shit.
right.
The extra thick folder with the
Hey,
nod.
hey, bro, and they can't say shit because he's a fucking man. And they got money.
Yeah.
They got money. You know what I mean? Hell, Eli got a death row chain, bro. You know what
No,
I mean?
something is going
Like,
on because you know if that was really the case, they'd have had Cooper up out of there in a heart or excuse me Arch up out of there in a heartbeat.
bro, there's nothing like your own money, bro.
Man, it sure ain't.
There's nothing like your own money. Come on now,
I, if you really want to get technical, Cooper didn't have none.
right?
uh,
And you making daddy some money, right?
I just go float that out there. Pops was a pro. Two brothers were pro. Coop was selling insurance, but
Right. Hey, but ends was meeting like a motherfucker, right?
uh, you know my brother had me, bro. That's all that mattered.
Hey, what did Eddie Murphy say? We got two. We got 100 million and $70. That's fucking funny. But nah, man. Honestly, dude, I think that I think Arch Manning could actually go to different programs and be a starter. But kudos to him for doing it the old school way, and I can appreciate that because I'm. Pretty, did T Martin play after or before Peyton?
I feel like it may have been.
After, right?
That's what I. That's
Every time this brother goes and fucking looks something up, he goes absentee. Bro, use your phone, dog.
I am using my phone. That's the problem. It's same. They were actually there during the same time.
Right, but T Martin won the Natty and Peyton didn't actually win anything else. Anything he may have won the Johnny Unitas or something like that, but because I think at the Heisman Trophy
Hold on.
award is Ryan Leaf, Randy Moss, Charles Woodson, and Peyton Manning. Charles Woodson won it, right?
Okay, so he got there. So this was the deal. He got there in '96. So he
Mm-hmm.
was there for probably a redshirt year. Then he had his freshman year in '97 when they were doing their thing. Then after Manning left, he won.
Okay, so yeah, so it was after,
Like immediately after Manning left.
immediately after. Wow, wow. Hey, and for those who know, Peyton Manning's my favorite quarterback ever until he became a Bronco. Then I
The
hate his guts.
sheriff.
The sheriff. You know what I mean? Love Peyton Manning. Love what he
I
brought
love
to the
this.
table.
Love this
You know what I mean?
SNL skit when he was throwing balls at the kids
Oh,
and
bro.
teaching them how to break in the cars and all the other stuff.
Bro, when he hit that kid in the dick, dude, I was like, dude, that's fucked up.
That was a real dick move.
I was like, what the Peyton Manning's the GOAT. That's funny,
That was
dude.
hilarious.
Hey, hold on real quick. Oh, shit. But yeah, man. I'm glad to be a football fan. Uh, in the Peyton Manning era, because you got to see the quarterback position be played at its highest level. All right, we got somebody else backstage. Oh, hold on, Dwayne, what's happening?
You mentioned that you're talking about Peyton Manning. You guys remember the commercial they did for ESPN, him and his brother when they were like fighting back and forth behind their parents.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That was hilarious.
Like they were like two little ass kids.
That was
Yeah,
really good. The both of them are really good with commercials. They're good. They're good. They're good. Especially Peyton. Peyton's outstanding when it comes to that stuff.
I bet
but
you that's how they were really like though as kids.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure. You ever hear Howie Long talk about how many times he had to take the kids to the hospital because they were like play
Uh-uh.
fighting and because play fighting turned into real fighting?
yes.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
It's all fun and
All right,
games with
hey,
somebody at the hospital.
Dwayne,
Yeah.
can you let the people know about
Well,
the
we
bowl
got
game?
about what?
About the bowl game? About
The
how
bowl
some
game.
people?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, no, well, I do it next week when it's official.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
no, I mean, right now, just working on some stuff. Well, we got the Put on Raiders podcast with Ryan Holmes. That's always good. I got the Student Body Right USC podcast, and then working with Solo on a project, which I'm very excited about. It's called the Signal Caller, and we're going to be just kind of breaking down these quarterbacks because we're just hoping that I'm trying to inform everybody about these quarterbacks. Number one, number two, just just like they need one. Like the Raiders, I mean, the Raiders need one. They got to walk away with a one of these quarterbacks, and so we'll see if that's in the plans for them in the first round. I think everybody's kind of excited about the off season because we want to see like who's going to be the GM, who's going to be the head coach, who's going to be the next quarterback of the Raiders. I think that you're going to find out, those three things, those three puzzles, those three pieces have to come together for them to be successful.
They really do. And I think I hit on this earlier. Demarcus Russell and John Milanovic
Well, what's
are
that?
your last big investments at the most important position in the NFL, bro.
I think
I'm
the
sorry,
one thing, I think,
important.
and the one thing I found out too is that you found out how powerful the SEC is because not only did the SEC take out Florida State, which is a big brand, but I would say this about. I mean, I'm not saying that Jane Daniels is not worthy of the Heisman. But I would say this: if the SEC quarterback did what Michael Penix did, there's no way he would have won the Heisman.
I agree.
I'm just throwing that out there.
I
I'm just putting
agree.
that.
I agree.
I'll throw it out there. I
I,
mean, they
I,
went.
honestly, I agree. I definitely agree.
I mean, the SEC was only 7-9 out of conference this year. That's not typical them. So, but I just they got it's good players in the conference. I'm not dissing. I'm not saying that they. I'm not saying, but it was a year to kind of realize they have a step back. They have a step back. You guys think the Raiders gonna? I didn't hear Phil about it. I Phil's thoughts about it. Do you think the Raiders gonna win tomorrow?
Do I think that? Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay.
I'm staying optimistic.
I feel
I think the Raiders secondary has actually been good against receivers,
I feel better
I
if
had a
they.
but
different
they've been
approach to
really
that.
bad against tight ends, and they got T.J. Hawkinson. I'm sorry, we like
I feel
seriously
better
like
about it if the Vikings didn't have a bye. Like usually you don't. Usually like you don't. Is you don't play somebody who's coming off a bye. Where you have a bye. Sometimes you get a team that's been playing.
right.
I wish they weren't both coming off of buys.
Yeah,
But but we'll see. We'll see. I mean Jefferson's back. It should be interesting.
yeah, not really worried about that. He's good. There's going to be some rust, and that not to mention Josh Dobbs is inconsistent with his arm talent. So looking at it, I was about to go with the idea you needed to double and triple Jay Jetta, and oh, you got all these guys to look after. Then I was like, you know what? Just fucking blitz him. Just bring it. Make him
Hey,
keep
bro.
him in the pocket and
I
blitz him up
gotta
the
say
middle.
this though. The Raiders struggle against fucking mobile quarterbacks. I mean, goddamn, dude, Badgett. Dude, we lost to Badgett.
Yeah, they don't blitz him. They don't blitz him, and they don't have enough linebackers for a spy.
No, they don't. They're not. They don't have this team. The one thing that this offseason we talked about, the quarterback, the head coach, and the GM, just get some fucking depth on this roster. I hate one person goes down and they're on they're pulling somebody off the street to play. It's just like it's been that way for years.
But that's why cats like Luke Masterson still has a place on this team, bro.
I
Let's
will
be
say this
honest.
too: the linebackers, his position group has been good this year. That could be something that when he goes into that office and talks about why he should keep the job. It's like that's one of the things that like his group, Spillane has been really good. And like
And we talk so much shit about Bob.
and
Let's
like I
tell
don't
the
have
truth.
I don't have a
That's
problem
John
being
Robert,
wrong.
okay? That's John Robert. You put some respect on his name.
Oh Jesus Christ! I love it. I
Hey,
love it. I love it. I
It's
love it.
fuck
it's John Robert Spillane. Him and his wife are about to have their first child. All right, he needs some
You know
long
I got
term
here first
security.
too.
I mean, and good for him though. I mean, like, dude's getting ints with a broken hand. Like, it's just like
Yeah,
like he's
Bro,
out here
hey,
playing well. He's out there balling. So he's out there balling. I mean,
everything we said he couldn't do, he's out there doing it in spades and having putting together a Pro Bowl year when nobody expected him to be worth a damn.
uh,
right?
I am worried about like so Parker's playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you got Parker. They got to run the ball anyway, so you might as well try to run it. I mean, like they got to run the ball anyway, so
Where is Parker playing though?
he's playing
Really
right.
not gonna matter
That's not gonna
I don't
because
matter.
know.
you certainly don't want a Luminor
Honestly,
on
I
the
think
left
if
side.
Parker plays left tackle, I think he plays better than when he plays right tackle.
I actually liked him better at right tackle until he got hurt.
This motherfucker,
I
he been on the squad for like 3 years and been hurt.
It's funny.
He, hey, bro, he's
I,
stealing.
I was just saying that to somebody. Somebody was like, "Yo, we're gonna have we're gonna look up 10 years from now, and like eight of Brandon Parker's years are gonna be with the Raiders."
Right?
Khalif Barnes 2.0.
Khalif
Word
Barnes, what a fucking name, Khalif Barnes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I remember when we used to throw
Hold
touchdown
on.
passes to Donald
Hold on.
Penn.
I know Khalif Barnes' brother, bro.
Do you?
Yeah. D, get healthy, brother. Love you.
Oh god. Oh yeah, that's so crazy. That is crazy. But no, I mean, I don't think they're gonna win tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It should be an interesting game.
Bro, I'm not gonna complain about a win.
I'm never gonna play about a win.
You mean like because if we get a win, that means we got the right head coach. Yeah, we probably
He
gonna have to
wants
get
to. I
a lot
mean,
more to get
listen.
our quarterback.
If
But
you
it is
notice,
right.
he does talk about winning a lot in the press conferences, like a little bit more than like before. So like, I think he knows he has to win some games. Like he knows.
Yeah,
He knows he has to win some games.
but let me ask you a question because Robson put this out maybe about 10 minutes ago, right? He said if the Raiders beat the Chiefs in Kansas City, that pretty much stamps AP as the next head coach, right?
I mean, do they win? I mean, are they winning? Is that their sixth win or is that their seventh or eighth win when they do that? If it's their eighth win, then I think it is. I mean, it's weird. Here's my thing though, like the national people, because the national people have been saying that the Raiders are gonna go look somewhere else. like the Jeremy Fowlers and people like that. They're saying that the Raiders are looking somewhere else.
Yeah, but they're also saying
Yeah,
that
but they're coming up with pure bullshit too. I mean, let's call
they
okay. Oh, we
they're
like Rich
shotgun reporting.
Bisaccia. Yeah, we like. Oh, he likes Rich Bisaccia. Oh, he likes this. Oh, he likes that. Oh, he's gonna go get. He's gonna bring John Gruden back. He's gonna bring. He's gonna go to Michigan
I
and get
won't invite
Harbaugh.
people
He's
back.
gonna get. Yeah, uh,
You know what's funny?
everybody who you watch talk about the Raiders in terms of whether it's a TV show, a podcast from somebody who knows what they're talking about, or a radio show. Everybody can point to the and at the tangible effects that having Antonio Pierce as the head coach has brought this football team. And you could bring all these guys in, but if they don't jive with the players, we're right back where we started. With the thing with Pierce, all what you really need more than anything is a new offensive plan, and you can
Mhm.
get that very easily by bringing in a coordinator. The
Mhm.
defense is played well enough to where the only thing they truly need is more talent.
I would say this too, like for the people who talk about bringing Gruden back, like and like whatever, it's like so
But
in a
dude,
sport, in
hold on,
any
hold on.
yeah.
Please, I just need you to say this. Please speak up.
I just want to say, like okay, so like you at a sport that's like 70-80% African American, like how, like you like what does he say to those players when he walks into the room for the first time? Like you know what I'm saying? Like can we just like I didn't mean it. Like you know what I mean? Like that's supposed to fly. Like you know what I'm saying? In the climate we live in right now, like I just feel like we got to be real about stuff, man. Like I mean, like the bye week was a long bye week because it was like people were just like Phil was saying, like throwing out a lot of bullshit. Like I mean, and people like doing stuff. The people were trying to bring car stuff in there to try to drive engagement for themselves.
Right?
Like people gotta like there's some real people who like really put out like really good stuff like us and like other people who put out some good stuff. Like you can kind of tell that between the bullshit. Like when somebody brings up Derek Carr shit, like they're just trying to get engagement. They're not. He's not a relevant player, and for the Raiders or even for the Saints or in the league. So like it's just not even worth. It's not even worth the conversation. Like what I mean. Like stay with the. I would just tell Raleigh Nation to stay with the real shit. Like what I mean. Like people who's spitting real shit.
Unfortunately, Dwayne, stupid sells. Stupid
It
sells.
does. Oh
We,
yeah,
we,
no question about
we
it. No
all know
question about
that,
it.
dude.
It does. It does. It does. To a certain extent, it does. But I just can't.
Stupid sells,
I
bro.
just. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I just like. It's just. It's to me. It's just like hilarious, dude. Like everything that we've said about certain people, like certain players or certain people, and like we're just been right about it, and like it's just like okay, like we're still talking about it. But I think the one thing I'm worried about tomorrow's game is that like I don't. I think I'm worried about the defensive tackle situation and us giving up the run. They haven't run the ball well all year, but like I do think if they run the ball up the middle, they stay with it, that could be a problem for the Raiders.
Okay.
I think I just feel like that could be a problem for the Raiders. But Addison could be a problem too because I mean but despite last game he's had a good rookie year. And you mentioned Hawkinson. It should be. I mean, it should be a pretty good game. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean,
Hey, could you imagine if the Detroit Lions hung on to fucking Hawkinson and had Laporta? Wow.
but I mean,
I
maybe
don't think they'd be able to use that right. I don't
some
think that
people,
would work.
some people,
You got to
yeah.
be a
I haven't seen it
really
since the Patriots. Some people doing that,
yeah.
like, yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time. I like having that on one team, but like some people don't like to do that. But Porter's been really good. I mean, Porter's been really good. It was a good tight end draft. It was a good tight end draft. Everybody knew that it was a good tight end draft. That's why I was surprised that the Chiefs didn't grab one of these tight ends in the draft.
Dundee. Yeah, You have to have a really advanced play caller and a really advanced system to run two similar tight ends, because that's the larger issue, is that there's
Yeah,
not a
because in New
huge
England,
difference in skill
because in New
between
England
them.
they weren't similar in New England. Gronk was different than whatever his name was.
Hernandez the murderer.
Hernandez. Yeah, yeah, he's more of a burner. Like he's more like a Ingram. And then this dude was just a fucking horse. Like he just carry people all over the place. Fucking
Right.
Gronk.
Yeah,
But looking back on Gronk's career, dude, like how many tight ends were better?
Dude, him in the red zone was a cheat code. It was just fucking
yeah.
stupid.
I
It
mean,
was so fucking
I've
stupid.
seen him in the Super Bowl single block Aaron Donald.
You gotta remember, man, that last Super Bowl that the Patriots won against the Rams, like literally they had one drive the whole game. Like
And
that
he
game,
single blocked Aaron Donald, the baddest motherfucking defensive player in the NFL by himself, right?
and then it's funny how like things change. Like golf threw a touchdown pass right in the arms of Brandon Cooks, and he drops it in the end zone. The Rams in that Super Bowl have to settle for a field goal. If he catches that, we look at golf totally different, and
Right,
the Patriots lose their fourth Super Bowl.
right.
It's,
And we look at the
it's,
Patriots a whole lot differently, right?
yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
It's one play sometimes in like a game like that. It's just like changes everything. So I don't know. I just want this. I just want this off season. I'm very excited about, man. I just really excited about this off season. I think they actually have a chance to get everything right for the first time in a long
Everything
time.
right.
And just get it
Everything
right.
right.
I feel like it could fall into place and just get they can get everything correct, especially if somebody like Bieniemy doesn't get a head coaching job.
And just
That would be
like
like the kind
passenger
of
57, always bet on black.
that would kind of be the perfect situation if he did not get a job. I know Josina Anderson she said something about him like that Chicago was interested in him, or maybe in interviewing him, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, who knows? The Commanders might interview him too, just to get the minority hiring thing out too. So
Who's that?
the Commanders,
Who? Eric Bieniemy?
Bieniemy, yeah.
Wow.
So
The Bears
Well,
were
the
supposed to
Commanders
be interested
have
as
to
well.
interview somebody outside of their club, right?
the Bears are interested. So like, I mean, the Bears are supposedly interested. So the Bears are going to go offensive head coach though. They have to.
Really?
They kind of have to.
They
Because
gotta
to
get
me,
that
it looks
right.
like
They
go
gotta get it
go ahead,
right. So but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out about like this because this dude said it might be like 10 open jobs, according to Adam Schefter.
Okay, but how many? I-
But I mean, and they have opportunity.
from watching your show on YouTube, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Uh, how many
Subscribe
offensive
to what?
minds are out there?
We gotta
There are
subscribe
there
to the
are
Put On
some,
Raiders podcast.
Yes, sir.
and then I also unfiltered truth. But I mean Ben Johnson declined. He didn't want to go to Carolina last year. So I mean, so
Right.
he said I'm good. I'm gonna stay. So Ben Johnson's out there. Shane Waldron's out there. Eric Bieniemy's out there. That's why I
Frank
think
Smith.
I think Bieniemy. Bieniemy's gonna get. I think Bieniemy this time around is gonna get. There's not even that many offensive head coaches. I think he's gonna get that job this time.
Think so?
Yeah, because right now the strength is kind of on the defensive side.
It is. So we're looking at about 5 offensive head coaches, right?
Yeah,
Because you got to
probably.
add Frank Smith to that, right?
Freshman I would think. I mean, it's early in his career, but you'd have to probably talk about the guy from what's the dude from what fucking team? Oh, from Slowick from Texans. If you got a young quarterback, I mean, especially if you're drafting a young quarterback, you got to think about him too, because you know, it's
Man,
CJ's
he
doing
didn't do
pretty.
nothing with that quarterback. That quarterback was like that when he got there,
You
bruh.
can't, yeah, but but here's the thing though, like, I love when Phil, I love when Phil talk shit. Um, but the way people are gonna look at it is like the head coach is D'Amico Ryans. D'Amico Ryans isn't a play caller, so he's calling the play. He's running the offense.
Right.
So you know what I mean. So he's gonna get an interview. He might not get a job this time around because it's the first. It's only his first year. But no, I agree with you. I agree with you. I mean we saw against Georgia last year. Like the dude is sick, dude.
Right.
There should have been no questions about it. Like there should have been no questions about it. That's how I know. Like I don't know. I won't say it. I won't say it.
Not only that, not only was he sick, but he also pounded the table for the Raiders to draft him. Hung out with the Raiders all off season, bro.
I
With
have a
your best
folder.
defensive player, your
I
running back, your Hall of Fame fucking receivers out here hanging out with this cat. I'm sorry.
I
As
have
a
a
GM, you
yeah.
go get him.
I put those pictures in a folder on my desktop. The what could have been, along with the picture of Mike Mayock's
Woo!
shaking the hand of Jalen Hurts,
Woo!
because it was all what could have been.
Right?
Oh, what could have been. It's sad. It's
Oh,
really sad,
jeez, just kick me in the nuts, why don't you?
dude. Every time I look at it,
I,
it's like
I
I mean,
like
and some of
the
these guys went in the second round. Some of these guys went in, like he went in the second round. Like you talk to him and the work ethic. Like we said,
He
you said how
passed on him two, three times,
oh
twice.
my god, I just can't, dude. We're sitting there because like we got three first round picks taking box safeties. And I can't, dude. I can't. But
oh,
I don't.
bro.
But like, I don't know football,
Hold
dude.
on. They drafted Damon Arnett in the first fucking round.
Because they wanted AJ Terrell, and AJ Terrell was gone, and they didn't know what to do. So
Yes.
that's what rookie. That's what having nepotism in the room where Mayock should have either traded back or like had a plan to go ahead of Atlanta. Like
Right.
I would be really curious to see his war room draft board looked like, because that happened to him far too many times where they liked a certain guy at a certain pick and literally had no backup whatsoever
Farrell.
ready to go in case that guy wasn't
yeah, what
available.
the what the frick?
And then
I
when they
wanted
tried to
Cleveland
trade
Farrell,
out,
but I
huh?
wanted him. I wanted Cleveland Farrell, but I wanted him at the Jonathan Abrams pick.
That would have been,
Right.
yeah. That well, so I'll walk it back. From the way that he played at Clemson, I was happy with the pick. I was happy with where they
I
selected him,
was.
because I expected his get off that was going to translate, and he came to the league with cement shoes.
He did. He
No,
did.
no, but he didn't have a get off in college.
But he
That was
had,
the whole
yeah,
thing.
he did. But but he wasn't a blazer around the corner. He was an all around defensive end.
Yeah.
So it was a different type of player. He wasn't just an edge player. He was an edge defender. He has a position. He's a defensive
No, he
end.
was a 43 defensive end.
4-3 defensive end. Yes, not an
Yeah.
edge defender.
Yeah. He was not an edge
So
rusher.
that Yeah, so that's what I expected was the 4-3 defensive end. Then they started asking him to do some other shit.
Right? Changed his position to fucking outside linebacker, all kinds of shit, right? What's happening,
Yeah,
Flamingo?
and so but I'm not about to sit here and throw on the cape and save him. I'm like he's been a bit he's been not good. He's had moments and flashes, but nothing close to where he was supposed to be. But what got me wasn't the fact that they draft that it was a bad draft as much as you had the ability to go get Josh Allen and
Yep.
didn't
You
draft
passed
him.
on Josh
That was what
Allen.
I had. That's what I had. That's what I had the problem with.
You passed Josh Allen for Cleve Farrell.
You
Wh-
pass
Which
on Josh
which
Allen
Josh
for
Allen?
Cleve Farrell
Which Josh Allen?
from
Jaguars.
Jacksonville. Yeah,
Jaguars.
from
Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
So here's
The SEC Defensive Player of the Year.
here's the thing that really that it just shows like the whole disconnect of like why how bad those dudes were. Once you traded Khalil Mack, the only thing, the only goal you have after that is to fucking replace Khalil
Replace him.
Mack.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
Right?
only goal
eh,
you
Oh,
have at that
hold on.
point.
They actually did replace him by accident.
I know you're right.
By
You're right.
accident. They did replace him
You're
by
right. In
accident.
the fourth round, right?
So you should
yeah.
have traded your fourth pick and the 27th pick for next year and maybe got a quarterback. Right?
So you're saying Josh
No.
Allen and Josh Allen and Max Crosby would be a pretty good duo? Jesus Christ.
Sheesh.
Bruh.
Fuck, man. Why? Why? Do you enjoy this?
Hey, bro.
Crazy.
The torment.
Hey, Dwayne, you just want to cause me pain.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude.
You
Yeah,
know, right about you should feel lucky this is Rich's show. I'd have ran you if you were on mine.
dude, I've read so many books on team building and like structure and like I remember and like the one and one of the books that I read the most was I read it twice, the Bill Walsh book. And his number one rule is you acquire big time wide receivers last. You build everything else, and then you can go out and get the great playmaking wide receiver. That's how you do it. And I can't believe they just whiffed on all that shit. I mean, it's so bad. Some elements of the old school still work now. Defensive line play, offensive line play work now.
Right.
That shit doesn't change.
Right?
Doesn't change.
Big, fast, strong, and a bad motherfucker always works, right?
Look at the Niners. I hate the Niners, but look at the Niners. Defensive, offensive, and they can run it on anybody, and they can pass rush with anybody. Pass rush all
I
day.
also have to say this though. If they were in the AFC, would they have the same record they have?
I don't know. I mean, like AFC's banged up though. We got a lot of injuries now. The quarterbacks.
No. I understand that, but I'm saying in a healthy AFC, would they have the same record?
Well, they already lost. They already lost to the Bengals this year anyway.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
So
would
yeah,
they
so
be like a 12
obviously,
team? Would they
so
be
yeah.
an 8-win team? Would they be a 10-win
Yeah.
team? Where would they be in the AFC? Because I respect Brock Purdy. I like Brock Purdy, but he's not as good as AFC quarterbacks. I'm sorry, he's not.
Yeah, but he don't have to be because they're so good that people are gonna be wide ass open.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, what's their deficiency when it comes to the Super Bowl? They don't actually have a elite quarterback, right?
Yeah, the problem is now this year though is like their pass rush is so stupid that it's gonna be hard to beat them in the playoffs.
Okay.
Their pass rush is not that great. It's been a lot better. It's been a lot better in the past. Now it's funny that we talk about how great this line is and Cleveland Farrell and whatnot, and don't bring up the fact that now Max and Nick Bosa have both played with Cleveland Farrell on the opposite side of the defensive line,
And
and
Max is
Bosa's
like,
stats went to shit. They went so
right.
bad that they went out and traded for Chase Young, his Ohio State teammate, in the same season. So Max was playing alongside of Clee for years and still succeeding.
I would say this too, to that point is that people used to tell people Niner fans people used to tell us as Raider fans that Max wasn't in that class of player, and it's clear that he is either in that class or
above.
or past Nick Bosa. Like, I'm sorry, he's doing it by himself on that defensive line with the Raiders. I'm sorry.
Skill wise, he's much better. He's much better than Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa just has an NFL body.
No,
This-
no,
Has
yeah,
a
but
has a
NFL name.
prototypical. Yeah, he's got a
He has an NFL name
prototypical
too.
NFL body. Yeah.
He has an NFL name too. To tell the truth, right? He
I
does.
don't care about his name.
That's what he's got. He's got an NFL name, NFL body.
What's his brother
That's
ever
it.
won, huh? His brother ain't
These
never won
nuts.
shit. What
So
is
can I
that
say-
doing?
These nuts.
I'm gonna defend Derek Carr on one thing, real quick. Is that
Bruh, hey,
on.
Rich, get your boy, Rich.
hold on? No, listen.
That's fucked
No,
up,
listen.
dog.
No, listen. Hear me out. Nick Bosa. No, what was it? Nick is on the Chargers, right? Nick is on the Chargers.
Yeah.
Or Joey's on.
No,
Joey's on the
no,
Chargers.
Joey's on the Chargers.
Yo, he spends a lot of time talking about Derek, and like it's fine. Like this isn't talk all shit about him, whatever.
He just
But-
doesn't like racist.
Yeah, whatever. But like to me, it's like when you played him when you played him in a winner take all game when you had the better team,
right, and you lose.
you do that
Better
game,
quarterback.
dude. That and a better quarterback. The game was like the Raiders were up. The Raiders let them come back in the game, but like the Raiders were up by 15 points, like with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Like
Yeah.
they were a play away
And
from
DC
blowing.
let him back in.
Yeah, like they were a play away from blowing that game out. Period. Like you can't, and he was a no show in that game. Like you can't talk shit and be a no show in big games, dude. Shut the fuck up, dude. Not to mention 27-0 against Jacksonville and you fucking lose. Shut the fuck up.
Well,
There will
there
be
you
no
have
more
it.
defending of Derek Carr.
No, I'm just saying like
yeah,
don't talk trash about somebody and then in a big game don't show up.
Defend Derek Carr.
And I listen, I hate Derek, but I'm just saying I hate Derek the player. But I'm just saying, like I don't. But I'm just saying, like for real, like you can't talk trash and then
hate Derek the player. I kind of hate.
But you can't trash somebody like that.
Hey, bro.
And don't do shit.
Listen, bro. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Hate the game. Exactly.
Don't hate my Southern Baptistness.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
That dude's a
Because I
clown,
was
dude.
given this world, I didn't make it.
Bruh, hey,
Jesus Christ. Dude, I can't stand that. I can't stand that, dude.
hey, Dwayne.
Hey, I just
hate-
need
I can't
receivers
stand
that
them.
are going to be where they're supposed to be, all right, and
God,
run the
here we
plays they're
go.
supposed to run.
Here we
Never
go.
mind the fact that the open receiver wasn't in my progression chart.
It's always
He wasn't even a part of the progression chart.
Wasn't part of the progression chart. Oh my God, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Dwayne.
What's up?
Caller now?
The
What's
amount of entertainment and sheer hilarity that I just get from watching Wi-Fi Willie's channel is, and the only reason why I can stomach it is because Derek is no longer on the team.
dude.
But watching
Yeah.
the gymnastics, the hurdles, the back bends, and the complete bastardization of the game of football that Wi-Fi Willie can do to justify what Derek Carr is putting on tape and out there in the Superdome is astounding.
Dude, that video of him watching the game live and like streaming live, watching the game, his reaction when he threw a pick six, I was like, yo, that picture is fucking priceless. That picture is priceless.
Hey, but I gotta give Wi-Fi one thing, dude. Production banana.
He's, I mean, the editing is good.
And he got a voice for radio. He got a voice for radio. I give him
Oh
that.
my god, that
Either
shit is
either
fucking.
that or either that or he's tuning the fuck out of his voice.
This nigga's auto tuned on fucking YouTube. Shit, Robinson.
That dude, man, I just can't. I can't. I can't. Like it's not. I mean, like it can't be every. Like it can't be. It can't be every single receiver in the
Hey,
world's fault. It
hey,
can't. It can't.
hey. No,
It ain't Derek.
where he got me was the beat reporters that are literally sitting in the press box watching this game live are D not D
Haters.
are haters and they're not properly analyzing the game for what it is. Carr had an open guy to the left. I don't buy it. That's not in his progression plan. I'm looking at the two deep safety. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's
Right?
nobody on the left side of the field, and this man is alone.
Oh,
And
God.
All players
what have
versus
I
him.
what have I said for years, Dwayne? This man is incapable of looking to his left, just like James Richard Garoppolo couldn't look to his right.
Who did you said something? You said, oh yeah, the that getting weapons only what was your line?
Expose
Exposes who
Derek
you.
Carr.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
I
Said
thought. I mean,
having weapons was only going to expose.
yeah, that's true. Cause he ain't do shit. That dude is crazy. I can't. I can't. But they got to pick up the Jaden Daniels. Taysom Hill. God damn it. Both my running backs hurt. God damn it.
Oh shit, we back to fantasy football now?
No, I got because I got both Seattle running backs, and they're both questionable
Shit, I'm about to start Gino tomorrow.
against the Niners.
I gotta do what I gotta do, bro.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I know when you got late in the season.
proud of it. I'm not proud of it. Shit. I gotta do what I gotta do, bro. It ain't, bro. You can't trade for a quarterback right now. Ain't nobody gonna pick up off the square.
I just
Maybe.
have to. I'm trying to hold on. This is the last week, so I got to hold on to first place so I can have that bye. I'm trying to get that bye week. I'm not trying to play if I don't have to. I'm trying to get that bye week, but I need somebody in that fucking backfield. Fuck. I don't know. There's certain injuries that you know. If homeboy Kenneth Walker has an oblique, you got an oblique, you ain't playing. You are
Hey, where
not
the
playing.
fuck is an oblique at?
That's your abs.
Okay.
Yeah. So like once you pull into those, you can't. Like you just can't play. You can't get play. Like baseball players get that shit a lot because they swing because that's where the core. You activate your core on every swing. So, but that just sucks. Let's go. There's an app for this thing. I don't see it. Cam Ward still shopping himself around. I see.
Nope.
Nope, he's not. No. We'll see. Hopefully, he's not shopping. He should be only be shopping in one place.
Wow.
Aside. Uh, that's the only place he needs to be shopping.
That's funny. Man, oh man. I'm just gonna say this. Look, Uh, I'm happy for the Raiders franchise going forward. We got rid of Fat Neck. We got rid of Fat Neck. Uh, we got rid of Ziegler. I actually like Ziegler a little bit. You know, uh, he had a little bit of Raider swag to him. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, bro. At this point, you know. All right, look, we're an hour and 30 minutes into this. My boy Dirty is probably coming on right about now. So go to Life of the Nation. Check out our boy Dirty. Uh, and see what he's got going on. Dwayne, uh,
Yo,
I'll talk to you tomorrow. Robinson, you know damn well I'm talking to you tomorrow. Uh, I'm gonna end this. I love all you guys. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate everyone here. We're gonna do this again next Saturday. Thank you for sitting there and enjoy our craziness. But we love the Raiders. We love football. Uh, doesn't always have to make sense, but it does make sense. If that makes sense. All right. Peace out. Hold on now. Hey, I'm gonna say this. I need an outro. Can somebody give me one?